Hello, and welcome back to the Rebuild Recovery podcast, where we talk all things recovery, not just about how to get clean, but how to stay clean and rebuild a life worth staying clean for. My name is Hayden Thorne. I have lived through addiction and I've walked the road of recovery, and I'm still going strong 7 years in, one decision at a time. Today, I wanted to talk about something that doesn't get talked about enough. I had a bloke that I've worked with and I've known for a couple of years now. He called me up the other day. He recently had a relapse and he has just restarted his recovery journey. And he said something that really hit home to me. He said, Hayden, I just feel lonely, man. Is that normal? And I suppose the answer is yeah, it is normal, especially at the start. When you break away from the old world, the pub crew, the party friends, the people you used to use with, it can feel like you're standing on your own. But here's what I want you to hear. Recovery isn't lonely. It's actually liberating. Let's talk about this idea of recovery being lonely. I hear it all the time. You get clean and suddenly you feel like you're on your own in a world full of drinkers and users. Your mate's still hitting the pub, your partner might still have a wine at night, and your social calendar looks empty and you start thinking, hey, am I missing out here? But the truth is, you're not missing out on anything that really matters if you're working on something that really matters. And recovery is that one thing. It's not a prison sentence. It's not exile, it's freedom, clarity, and it has purpose. Now, I've got to give a shout out to a mate, Dave, who went to his first concert in recovery the other week. Now, for most people, that might just sound small, but if you've done it, you know it's actually huge. He didn't just go to the concert, he got to experience it, every note, every light, every lyric, without the fog of drugs. That's not just recovery, that's liberation. And to the bloke listening right now who had one drink or used after 30 days clean, look, I see you too. Listen, man, you're human. A lapse isn't the end of your story though. It's not about never failing, it's about how you rise. And the fact you feel a sting of disappointment, that means you actually care. That means you want more for yourself. Only good people beat themselves up because they know they can do better. Recovery isn't just a physical state, it's a full mental, emotional, and spiritual rebuild. Mentally, you're unlearning old patterns, rewiring the way you used to think, and facing beliefs that kept you stuck. Emotionally, well, you're still learning how to feel emotions, sit with pain instead of escaping it, and express instead of explode. Spiritually, you're rebuilding your values, your purpose, and a connection to something greater, whatever that looks like for you. And none of that is easy. It takes time. It takes patience and it takes grace, especially for yourself. You're not just learning how to not use, you're learning how to live again, how to feel again, cope again, trust again. And yeah, it's harder when you've got that partner who still drinks, or when your mates are still going out every weekend and you're sitting there thinking, why does this feel so hard? But here's the thing I want to remind you, your journey is yours. And just because it's hard, it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It means you're doing something that actually matters. One of the biggest breakthroughs that I had in my recovery was realizing there were people and communities out there who actually got it. People who understood recovery without me having to explain it. You just have to look for it. So it might be NA, or it could be church. It could be even at the gym, because really the gym is full of a bunch of recovering addicts, especially the older blokes. It might be a support group, a men's group, a running club, whatever it takes to find the people who understand the fight you're in and the future you're building. These are the places that you find your team, you find your accountability, and you find your encouragement. In recovery, you need people around you who will celebrate your wins, call out when you're slipping, and remind you of who you're becoming. This isn't about missing out, it's about gaining clarity, about building deeper connection, and it's about creating memories that you actually remember. Recovery isn't about saying I stayed clean in recovery. It's about saying I found peace in recovery. I built something real, I faced the hard stuff, and I came out stronger. So if you're in the early stage, like my mate who called me the other day and wondering if this feels normal, yeah, it is, but it doesn't last if you put in the work. And that loneliness, it's not a sign that something's wrong. It's actually a sign that you're changing. It's that space that opens up when you leave behind what no longer serves you, and it's right before the good stuff fully arrives. And it does arrive. Recovery gives back more than it takes. It gives real connection, real purpose, real peace. And you're not walking this alone. Not now, not ever. There are so many people out there wanting to help you. So keep going. You're not alone, you're rebuilding, and I'm right here with you. Thanks for tuning in to the Rebuild Recovery podcast. And if you're interested in the Rebuild program, send me a message. I'd love to have a chat. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next episode. But until then, keep rebuilding, one decision at a time.